Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly command respect and admiration, while others, no matter how hard they try, just don't seem to get noticed? We're going to uncover some powerful strategies that can shift the way others perceive and treat you. This isn't just about changing your appearance or impressing people with superficial charm. It's about understanding the subtle psychological cues that can make you stand out in a crowded room and turn you into someone others naturally look up to and want to be around. Whether you're struggling to be seen in your personal relationships or looking to elevate your presence in your professional life, these insights are going to be game changers. So if you're ready to transform how the world sees you, stay tuned, because what I'm about to share could revolutionize your interactions and open doors you never knew existed. And before we dive in, remember to hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and share this video with your friends. Trust me, you'll want to watch every minute of what's coming next. It's packed with insights you won't want to miss. Rule 1. Embrace the mystery. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." This profound statement captures the essence of maintaining a certain degree of mystery. It suggests that by being predictably present and openly transparent in every aspect of life, one risks losing the unique charm that comes with a bit of secrecy. In the context of personal relationships, this means being present and engaged, yet not revealing every detail about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. This balanced approach fosters a sense of curiosity and intrigue among those around you. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist, emphasized the significance of the unknown in the human psyche. He believed that a sense of mystery was essential to the human experience, as it invites exploration and deepens interest. By retaining some mystery about ourselves, we engage others' natural curiosity and draw them into a deeper, more engaging interaction. Moreover, embracing mystery aligns with the Socratic method of stimulating thought and reflection through questioning and dialogue rather than straightforward exposition. Socrates, through his practice of deep questioning, demonstrated that leaving some questions unanswered can stimulate deeper thought and engagement, a principle that can be applied to personal interactions. Furthermore, Aristotle's concept of potentiality, the idea that everything has the potential to realize its fullest form, can be seen in this approach. By not revealing everything about ourselves, we allow others to imagine and ponder over the many facets of our personality and life, much like an unfinished story waiting to be told. Rule 2. Create a fear of missing out. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, famously stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This quote is pivotal in understanding this rule. It emphasizes the importance of focusing on developing your inner world and personal interests. By cultivating a life that is rich, engaging, and independent of others' presence or approval, you naturally become more intriguing and desirable to those around you. Your confidence and self-assuredness, stemming from a life well lived and enjoyed, become a beacon that draws people towards you. In the context of Western philosophy, Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia, often translated as happiness or flourishing, complements this idea. According to Aristotle, true happiness comes from fulfilling your potential and living a life of virtue. When you focus on your own growth and fulfillment, you inherently create an environment that others want to be a part of. your life becomes an example of eudaimonia, attracting others who seek a similar sense of fulfillment. Similarly, Carl Jung's psychology emphasizes the importance of individuation, the process of becoming aware of oneself and integrating the different aspects of one's personality. By focusing on your personal development and becoming a well-rounded individual, you create a magnetic presence. Others are drawn to you because of the unique combination of traits and qualities you possess, which is a direct result of your commitment to personal growth and self-awareness. Furthermore, the concept aligns with Socrates' encouragement for self-examination and personal integrity. By understanding and valuing yourself, you naturally create a sense of FOMO in others. They become intrigued by your depth and self-awareness, qualities that Socrates held in high regard. Rule 3. Generate your own happiness. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, aptly captured this sentiment when he said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This underscores the idea that happiness should not be a pursuit dependent on circumstances or people, but rather a state of being that one cultivates internally. By focusing on enjoying the present moment and finding contentment within oneself, an individual becomes a source of positive energy and joy, rather than seeking it externally. The Stoic perspective aligns seamlessly with the ideas of Carl Jung, a significant figure in psychology who emphasized the importance of individuality and the journey towards self-fulfillment. Jung believed that true contentment comes from understanding and embracing one's inner self. This internal process of self-discovery and acceptance leads to a natural state of happiness that is infectious to those around. Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia, or flourishing, also mirrors this rule. He posited that the highest human good is found in one's own virtue and the realization of their potential. This self-actualization is key to experiencing lasting happiness. By working on personal growth and virtues, one becomes self-reliant in matters of joy and satisfaction, which is inherently attractive to others. Moreover, the idea of generating one's own happiness resonates with the teachings of Plato and Socrates, who emphasized the importance of self-knowledge and introspection in achieving a fulfilling life. Socrates' famous dictum, "Know thyself," speaks to the value of understanding one's desires and motivations as a pathway to true happiness. Rule 4. Being valuable, not always available. In Stoicism, the focus is often on understanding what is within our control and letting go of what is not. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, stressed the importance of this principle in his teachings. He advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." Applying this to the concept of availability, it suggests that we should manage our time and presence judiciously, focusing on what adds value to our lives and the lives of others, rather than being indiscriminately available to everyone. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, spoke about the value of time and how it should be spent purposefully. He famously said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This serves as a reminder of the preciousness of time and the importance of spending it in ways that are meaningful and enriching. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung's ideas about individuation and self-worth align with this rule. Jung believed that understanding and valuing one's individuality is crucial to personal development. By not being constantly available, You signal a healthy self-respect and a clear sense of your own worth. This, in turn, fosters respect from others, as they recognize that your time and presence have value. Moreover, Aristotle's concept of the golden mean, which advocates for moderation in all things, applies here. Just as Aristotle advised finding a balance in all aspects of life, this rule suggests balancing your availability. Being neither too accessible nor completely inaccessible strikes a healthy balance that preserves your worth and appeal. Rule 5. Don't make someone your everything. Marcus Aurelius, a significant Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, profoundly captured this idea when he said, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." This quote underscores the importance of self-alignment and personal integrity. By staying true to oneself and not overly depending on others for self-identity or happiness, one achieves a sense of inner harmony that radiates outward, positively affecting all aspects of life, including relationships. This concept is in line with the Stoic belief in focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions. Epictetus, another renowned Stoic philosopher, emphasized this when he said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." In the context of relationships, this means while we cannot control others' actions or feelings, we can control how much of our emotional and mental energy we invest in them. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung's idea of individuation resonates with this rule. Jung believed that personal growth and fulfillment come from understanding and integrating different aspects of the self. When one makes someone else their everything, it can hinder this process of self-discovery and growth. Additionally, Aristotle's concept of the golden mean, the desirable middle between two extremes, can be applied here. He argued for a balanced life, where one's own needs and the needs of others are both considered. This balance ensures that while relationships are valued, they do not become the sole focus of one's existence. Moreover, Plato's emphasis on the pursuit of knowledge and self-improvement aligns with the idea of maintaining one's individuality. He advocated for the development of personal virtues and wisdom, which can only be achieved through a certain degree of self-focus and introspection. Rule 6. Prioritize your needs. In the realm of Stoicism, the emphasis is often on the importance of self-care and understanding what truly matters for one's well-being. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This idea is pivotal in understanding Rule 6. It suggests that in the dynamics of any relationship, how you respond to and value your own needs is crucial. It is about setting boundaries and not allowing your well-being to be compromised, regardless of how others may perceive or treat you. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, also spoke about the importance of self-value. He wrote, "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present." This quote reinforces the idea that one must be prepared to assert and protect one's needs and well-being, equipped with reason and self-respect. From a psychological standpoint, Carl Jung's concept of individuation involves realizing one's own needs and potential, which is integral to personal growth. This involves recognizing and standing up for one's own needs in relationships, as personal growth is hindered when one constantly sacrifices their needs for others. Aristotle's idea of eudaimonia, or flourishing, also ties in with this concept. He believed that true happiness and fulfillment come from living a life where personal virtues and needs are realized and met. In the context of relationships, this means that one should not lose sight of their own needs and well-being for the sake of maintaining harmony. Moreover, the Socratic method of self-examination encourages individuals to continually question and understand their needs and priorities. Socrates believed in the importance of knowing oneself, which includes understanding what one truly needs from relationships and life. Rule 7. Your time is precious. In Stoicism, much emphasis is placed on the wise use of one's time. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, aptly said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This statement underlines the importance of valuing and utilizing one's time effectively. The Stoics believed in living a life of purpose and not squandering time on trivial or unworthy pursuits. Applying this to personal relationships and interactions, it means not always being on standby for others, but rather dedicating time to meaningful and self-fulfilling activities. Marcus Aurelius also offered wisdom on the use of time. Concentrate every minute like a Roman, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions. This highlights the importance of focusing on the present and engaging deeply with whatever you are doing, rather than being constantly available or distracted by the needs of others. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung's emphasis on the individuation process includes the realization and fulfillment of one's own potentials, which necessarily involves how one spends their time. Jung believed that true personal growth comes from engaging in activities that reflect one's true self and interests. In the realm of Western philosophy, Aristotle's concept of the golden mean, finding the balance in all things, can also apply to how we allocate our time. It's about balancing time spent on personal growth and interests with time spent on others. This balance is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships and a fulfilling life. Furthermore, Plato emphasized the importance of self-care and knowledge, which includes how one chooses to spend their time. Engaging in activities that enrich one's knowledge and well-being is crucial to living a life of virtue and fulfillment. Rule 8. Don't always initiate. In the realm of Stoicism, the emphasis is often on balance and control over one's actions. Epictetus, a significant figure in Stoic philosophy, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen more and speak less." This quote highlights the importance of balance in communication, suggesting that one should not always be the initiator, but also a willing and attentive listener. In relationships, this translates to allowing space for the other person to reach out and contribute, ensuring that the interaction is not dominated by one party. Marcus Aurelius also spoke to the value of self-restraint and patience. He stated, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." Applied to the context of relationships, this means avoiding the urge to constantly initiate or control the interaction, but rather allowing the natural dynamics of the relationship to unfold. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung's theory on individuation speaks to the importance of understanding oneself and others. This understanding includes recognizing the need for balance in relationships. By not always being the initiator, one allows room for the other person's personality and preferences to surface, creating a more balanced and mutually satisfying interaction. Aristotle's idea of the golden mean, which advocates for moderation and balance in all aspects of life, is also pertinent here. In the context of relationships, this means finding a balance between reaching out and allowing the other person to do so, thereby creating a healthy, reciprocal dynamic. Moreover, the concept aligns with Socratic principles of self-awareness and understanding. By being mindful of the balance in relationship dynamics, one practices a form of self-examination and awareness that Socrates greatly valued. Rule 9. Keep a balanced emotional investment. Stoicism, a philosophy known for its emphasis on emotional resilience and control, provides valuable insights into this concept. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of self-control over emotional reactions. He once said, "Do not be carried away by the intensity of your feelings. Just because something feels good or bad doesn't mean it is good or bad." This perspective is crucial in managing emotional investment in relationships. It implies that while emotions are natural, they should not be the sole driver of one's actions and decisions, especially in the context of relationships. Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic philosopher, advocated for a rational approach to life's challenges, including emotional matters. He believed in the power of reason to maintain balance and harmony. His famous quote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts," suggests that a balanced emotional approach in relationships is influenced by one's mindset and thought processes. From a psychological standpoint, Carl Jung's theories about the importance of self-awareness and emotional balance align with this rule. Jung understood that acknowledging and understanding one's emotions is key to personal growth and healthy relationships. He believed that individuals should strive for individuation, a process that includes finding a balance between different aspects of one's personality, including emotions. Aristotle's concept of the golden mean, which promotes finding the virtuous middle ground between two extremes, can be applied to emotional investment in relationships. He argued that virtue lies in moderation, suggesting that a balanced emotional investment is key to a virtuous and fulfilling relationship. Furthermore, the Socratic method of self-reflection and examination can be utilized in managing one's emotional investment. Socrates' encouragement to know oneself includes understanding one's emotional tendencies and learning how to manage them effectively. Rule 10. Be ready to walk away. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This quote is particularly relevant to this rule as it underscores the concept of inner strength and autonomy. Aurelius's words remind us that while we cannot control how others treat us, we have complete control over how we respond to such treatment. If a relationship fails to respect our value, it is within our power and right to withdraw from it. This decision is not a sign of weakness, but rather a powerful statement of self-respect and self-worth. The Stoic philosophy, as taught by Epictetus, also aligns with this principle. Epictetus taught that freedom and happiness come from understanding what is within our control and letting go of what is not. In the context of relationships, this means recognizing that we cannot control how others perceive or value us, but we can control our participation in such dynamics. The decision to walk away from a relationship that diminishes our worth is a true exercise of personal freedom and self-respect. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung's emphasis on individuation speaks to the importance of this rule. Jung believed that personal growth comes from understanding oneself, including recognizing one's worth and the value of one's contributions to relationships. Walking away from a situation that does not respect these contributions is a crucial step in personal development and self-actualization. Aristotle's idea of eudaimonia, or flourishing, also ties in with the concept of knowing when to walk away. He argued that living well and achieving true happiness involve living a life of virtue and self-respect. In relationships, this means ensuring that our interactions are respectful and contribute positively to our well-being. Furthermore, the Socratic method of constant self-examination and pursuit of knowledge encourages us to reflect on our relationships and assess whether they align with our values and respect our worth. As we close this chapter, remember that each step you take in honoring your worth, embracing your individuality, and balancing your relationships is a step towards a more fulfilling and authentic life. Just like the Stoics believed in the power of the mind and the virtues of the soul, you too have the strength to create a life that resonates with your deepest values. Don't forget, you are the architect of your own destiny. If you found value in these principles, I invite you to explore more. Just click on the playlist on the screen for further insights into living a life of purpose, balance, and inner strength. Remember, your journey is unique, and it's the choices you make that define your path. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. Stay strong, stay true, and continue to grow in wisdom and virtue.